Hey guys, stays on schizophrenia and just because you're psychotic. Schizophrenia and just because you're psychotic. But before we get to this, please allow my brief prelude. As you know, I conveniently recorded it for our mutual comfort, our mutual convenience, and our mutual luxury. And hey, listen, I'm no spring chicken. I know I get it all the time. People ask me if I'm a spring chicken all the time. I say no. I'm not a spring chicken. I've been around a few preludes in my many years. I'm telling you, this prelude, it's got something that's particularly luxurious, like an ever luxurious. Let's go with the fuzzy koala bear.
Hello there, my name is Robert
They're
Francis.
cute,
You've
aren't they? A
stumbled on my
koala
own
bear.
Conquering Schizophrenia YouTube channel, where me and the bird.
Birds on
That's right,
Vacation.
we talk schizophrenia.
Book 2, The Companion.
This is the cut of my jib right here for reasons of my medical confidentiality.
My friend
Licensed
Ellen
clinical
wrote
social worker
the
times
forward.
15 years. That's a lot of gabbing and chatting.
The
Been
Essential
diagnosed with
Schizophrenia
for
Companion.
score 5 and 1, and that puts a little gray fleck in
My
my beard.
amigo.
Thank you for joining me on my channel.
No,
Now
it's a topic.
It's a topic.
Just because you're psychotic. What does that mean? Okay, so you're psychotic. Now what happens? That's a good question, right? Oh, I'm psychotic. Now what happens? Well, for me, I try to complete my day just like I would if I wasn't psychotic. That's my plan. Is it an emergency when you get psychotic? It's not an emergency for me when I get psychotic. Not at all. I mean, my mental bells are chiming, of course. But it's not an emergency by any means. You know, just because you're psychotic. Now what happens? Well, you do exactly the same things that you would do if you weren't psychotic. But you have to be aware of the fact that you're psychotic, and you have to manage your psychosis over the course of the day. It doesn't mean the day is lost. It doesn't mean it's necessarily an emergency. It can be uncomfortable, yes, granted. I'll give you that. It is very uncomfortable. But you can manage your behavior. You manage your words, your behavior. You don't act irrational, and everything is cool. Just because you're psychotic does not mean that the day is doomed. You can still do what you need to do. Yeah, you might want to avoid a certain thing, and you may, want to take it easy or whatever, but I'm just saying, just because you're psychotic doesn't mean it's like a full-blown emergency or crisis necessarily. And then when you know you're psychotic, you say, all right, let's move in the other direction. Let's move to rationality. I got to get my mind back here and stop seeing things in this psychotic way. And, you stride in the rational direction. You take it easy. You loaf. You loaf. And you get back to rationality. It's not necessarily an emergency. And I'll tell you what is very luxurious, by the way, is a koala bear. Australian natives. I don't know if I've ever seen one in person, but geez, they're like cute, aren't they? All right. See you, koala. We'll see you next time.